Weave pulls isn't just for dogs that do agility. You could teach your house dog to do this. It's a positive thing. Anything that you teach your dog to do is going to be positive as long as you teach them to do it the right way and you don't train with food. Leo, weave here, weave here, weave here. Good boy. Training with food is totally unnecessary. Now, if you look at the video just a few days ago when I'm with Leo, Leo didn't even want to get close to the weave poles. He didn't. We had to teach him that there's nothing to be fearful of the weave. I hate to even use those terms. He wasn't like fearful. It's just he's a dominant, headstrong dog, and he'll just say, I'm not going to do it. So to get him more comfortable to the weave poles, I just walked him around the weave poles this way. And if he stopped at any point, while we were walking around, see how he goes through them now? This is just a couple days. I would use the e-collar on vibrate. That's something that this dog does. So dig his feet into the ground and not move. If your dog does that, if you have a puppy that does that, don't stop and turn around and plead with the dog going, come on, here. Just keep walking. Give the dog, and even if it's a puppy, just keep walking. They'll pick it up. If you're pleading with them, you're going to train the dog not to walk on a leash. So now he's going through the weave poles. When you first start teaching your dog to go through the weave poles, you just thread them through the weave poles with your leash. Remember, your leash is called a lead. This is a great thing to teach a dog. I'm telling you, anything that you teach the dog, the kennel game, sit down, whoa, here, heel, whatever the command is, it's positive for your dog. Okay, ready? Okay, weave, here, weave, here, weave, here. Notice how my tone is sort of sharp when I'm saying here. That's because dogs have a tendency to go out too far. So I want to get his attention and get him back coming this way. If your dog, like he can catch a Frisbee, but he catches it improper and then he doesn't bring it back. If your dog does something like that, like this owner was just like, let's pass this dog off to Peter. It's smart, because if your dog does stuff like that, each time your dog does that, like you try and play Frisbee with the dog, but the dog doesn't bring it back, it's being non-compliant and it's getting positive reinforcement for being non-compliant. So to train your dog to do the weave pulls, by the way, this is just PVC pipe with a 22 penny nail in it. I could take these anywhere. I give these to owners. They're really easy to make. You just take some epoxy and put the 22 penny nail in there. So you put these up and then you just start. Here, let me put this in a little bit better. You just thread the dog through it like this, like here, weave, here, weave, here, weave, here. Good boy. Good boy. That's all it is. That's all you have to do. Don't do it the food trainer's way. They want you to, it's ridiculous. They want you to set the weave pulls up so that they're like this, and then you walk the dog through it, and then each time you do a session with the dog, you start bringing them until they're like, it's just mindless dribble. It's mindless dribble. And don't coax the dog through with food because you don't need to. This is just a few days. And if you look at Leo when he's doing this, his head's already down and he's already trying to figure out how to go through it faster. This dog will fly through these things. This is one of those breeds that I always know, like, oh, he's gonna like the weave pulls. So when I first started doing this, and when I do anything with the dog and their body language isn't just like, oh, look, I love doing this, I'm a dog, wagging their tail, I don't worry about it. Why? Because I know what the dog is gonna like, and that's what you should be doing. You should tell the dog what the dog should like and dislike, and teach the dog to play. Here, hang on, buddy. Let's do it one more time. Okay, weave, here, weave, here, weave, here. This is really fast. I knew he would learn this. You're a good guy, dude. Okay, weave, here, weave, here, weave, here. Good boy. So it's weave when the dog is going away from you, and here when you want it to come towards you. And you get that cadence going. Sit. Good boy. Get that cadence going. It'll help the dog learn. Sometimes when you start doing it, the dog, when it's going away from you with the weave, it'll go real far out and get to the end of its leash. Give it a correction back in this way. And that's the way corrections go. If you give a correction for sit, it's up. It's like this with the leash. If the dog is out, it would be in like this. If the dog's behind you, it's forward. Direct the dog with the leash. Your leash is also called the lead. Let's have him do it one more time. Here. Weave. Here. Weave. Here. Weave. Here. Good boy. Here. That was real good. Here. Weave. Here. Weave. Here. Weave. Here. You might notice at first the dog likes doing it, going one way. Leo, weave. Here. Weave. Here. Weave. Here. That was real good, dude. Over here. Heel. Sit. No pressure with the leash that time. You'll start seeing that the dog starts, you're using no pressure with the leash, and the dog is just going through it. Like I noticed yesterday afternoon, his head is down, and that's the sign that like he's going to start trying to go through there as quick as possible. I had a dog here that I was training. He was an Australian Shepherd Poodle Bear, and that dog like sort of similar in that like once he figured out what we were doing, you see the dog's head going down and trying to weave through the things, like they start doing it faster. They like doing it. They like doing it, and they're following direction. That's what having a dog is about. It's about them following direction from a human. If you think that you can have a dog and not train it, you are sadly mistaken. We have 4 million dogs dying in shelters for improper training, lack of training, or no training at all. It's unnecessary to train with food, and you're only going to cause problems. I do not recommend it. I don't. There's a few of us out here that do not train with food. If you can find a dog trainer that doesn't train with food, that's, qualified, isn't like a dog whisperer, have them help you. Don't use dog whisperers. Don't use anybody from this organization called the IACP. Those are dog whisperers pretty much that use real heavy pressure trying to train your dog. If you find a dog trainer that wants to use an e-collar, ask him, what are the settings you usually use with the dog? And if anybody asks me that question, I'll say, lower than a human can feel it. Let's have him do it one more time. He's getting this. Leo, here, you're a good boy. Leo, weave. Here. Weave. Here. Weave. You're good, dude. That's awesome. Sit. Okay, let's do it again. Here. Weave. No. Weave. Here. Weave. Here. Weave. Here. Good boy. Heel. Back here, buddy. Sit. He's still making some mistakes. Notice how he turned in. He's supposed to turn that way. It'll all be ironed out. He's doing great. Teach your dog the weave pulls. It's an awesome thing to teach any dog. It is. It's a great thing to teach any dog. They don't have to be an agility dog. They don't have to be a great athlete. They just have to learn to go through it. That's it. It's not even about them going through fast, although he's probably going to haul ass. One thing that is real important is consistency in dog training. It's a lot of muscle memory. So when I start teaching a dog the weave pulls, I enter through this gate always. If he would go around and come this way, that's improper. I back him up, and he has to go through that gate. I'm not being picky. This is just a fact. If you let the dog start choosing which and how they're going to do it, they just start screwing up. Leo, weave, here, weave, here. No, here, weave, here. If the dog's messing up, use the word no, tie it in with a correction, and that's helping condition in that word. So if the dog is screwing up because it's tied in with a correction and they hear the word no, which means you're in the wrong position or you're doing the wrong thing, look at me for direction or become compliant. You need to be compliant, dog. Weave, here. Weave, here. Weave. Good boy. Here. Weave, here. Weave, here. Weave, here. Every dog will pick this up in about the same, a week, 2 weeks, something like that. It doesn't matter. This breed is just sort of good at certain things. It's like if you want a hunting dog, you want a waterfowl dog, you get a Labrador. If you wanted to do agility, you would get a dog that is good at agility, like an Australian Shepherd, a Border Collie, something like that. But there's no reason that you can't train your pug to do it or a Maltese. Let me go get Lola. This is Lola. She's a 5-pound Maltese. Now I have started working her off leash, and this might be more difficult for her now because, where'd she go? She's right here. Because I changed the weave poles to make, you know, they're farther apart for the larger dog. So she might stumble here, but it doesn't matter. I want to stay on target and get her to go through them. If I have to put a leash on her with the bigger, you know, the wider apart weave poles, that's fine too. But I want to see if she could do this. Every time you change something, it makes it more difficult for the dog. This will be difficult for her. Also, this is a different place we're doing it. She originally learned to do it on the porch. Like before one of the owners comes into town, I'll take the weave poles and go to a different park, stuff like that, and make it more difficult, knowing that the dog will screw up. That's how dogs learn. You make a mistake, you learn from it. So do dogs. Lola, here. Heel? No, heel. Weave. No. No, here. Lola, weave. Here. Weave. Here. Weave. You're awesome, man. You did it. Here, heel. No, sit. No, get back here. Sit. Okay, weave. Here. Weave. Here. Weave. Good girl. It's awesome. That was a total success. Remember, build on success. At times, the dog will screw up. Just stay on target. Get the dog to do it right before you stop. If you're getting way too much negativity and you can't get the dog to accomplish, don't say, oh, well, the dog won't do it. Just sit back and think. Don't train the dog. Go take a break. Think about why the dog isn't functioning for you. Is there a leash on your dog? Have you done enough leash work with the dog? Ask yourself those questions. Okay, so it works like this. Like I'll do the kennel game with her, but before I release her, she has to be in the down position. Lola, here, heel. Sit. Down. Kennel. Whoa. Heel. Down. Kennel. Whoa. Heel. Come on, baby, heel. Down. Good, good girl. Kennel. Whoa. Heel. Come on, baby, heel. Good girl. Sit. Dogs like to run. In that case, I'm using running as positive reinforcement and the command itself. The kennel. She likes kennel. She likes to play the game. We can use a dumbbell and use retrieves as positive reinforcement for training the dog in the down position or whatever position you want, whatever command you want to use. If the dog likes doing it, that's why using food is so mindlessly stupid. We have an army of dog trainers out here that really are unqualified to train dogs. And the only thing that they can think of is, oh, the dog likes food. Yeah, but food is tied into the dog's survival, makes you look like a resource for snacks. It's so stupid. Don't do it. You don't need to use a drop of food. Nothing. No treats. 0 treats. With retrieving, it can be the same thing. You use the retrieve as positive reinforcement. We know that she likes to retrieve. Lola, here. No, here. Go straight. Down. Hold. Good girl. Here. Sit. No, sit. That's right. Down. No, down. Hold. Good girl. Sit. No, sit. No, sit up. Sit. Sit, baby. Sit. No, sit. Drop. See, she's already going in the down position. She's already assuming that's what I want her to do. So if your dog starts doing, hey, get over here. Heel. No, heel, right here. Sit. Good girl. Then just throw it. She just ran and got it without permission, but it's okay. Hey, come here, here. Sit. So Go on. Yeah, it's good. So change it up so that the dog isn't, you know, trying to second guess what you want it to do. Here, heel. Back here, heel. Heel. Sit. Down. Heel. No, heel. Sit. Good girl, drop. Now I need her to wait for the retrieve until I give her permission. But that's okay. We tighten up as we go. Lola. Heel. Sit. Down. No, down. Lola. Notice how I just use a little light pressure to keep her from going to get the retrieve now, because she's going without permission. No, heel. Sit. Down. No, down. Go straight, baby. Go straight like that. Go. No, down. No, down. Lola. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Lola. No, heel. Good girl. Nice. Heel. Good girl. Here. Heel. Down. No, down. Lola. See how she waited that time? It's muscle memory. It's a lot of muscle memory. Heel. Drop. Okay, hurry, hurry. Go potty. You don't have to. Okay. Thanks for the video. Take your time. Be thorough. Just know that dog training is a lot of muscle memory. Be thorough. Don't skip over anything. If your dog isn't doing something how you want it to do, use your head. Think about it. Search my videos, and I'm probably going to have an answer for you. Don't ask underneath the video. It's ridiculous to think that I have the time to answer. And I'll tell you something. You know what you get when you do that? You're looking for free tips. You get exactly nothing. Those aren't helping you. Any dog trainer that's doing that is not helping you. They're just trying to make you feel better about what you're doing. They are. They're just, it's marketing. They're not helping you. There's nothing underneath a video. I cannot write one sentence and clear everything up for you. There's no possibility of doing that, so don't even attempt to ask questions underneath videos. You can pay for Skype sessions. No, people want free. Free is garbage, okay? That's what you get when you're looking for free stuff. You get garbage.